Hi, we're at Right Now 2019 in Raleigh, North Carolina. With me today is thriller writer Joe Finder. Joe, tell us what, in the beginning of your career, you wish you knew then that you know now.
A couple of things. One is I wish I knew that it takes at least 10,000 hours to really get it down, that you really want to put in the work, that you can't just turn out the first thing and expect that's going to do it. So one thing is it's going to take a lot of work. It always takes a lot. You got to learn how to do it. The second thing that I wish I'd known is that good criticism is gold. And what I mean by that is a lot of people get a rejection and they just get so depressed and they sort of figure, I'm no good. Instead, you've got to realize, you tease out what's wrong with what you did. What am I not doing right here? And you learn from the criticism. If you can get someone who tells you what's not working about your book, then you're way better off. It's sort of like the way in Hollywood they have focus groups, and they basically show a movie. People don't like the ending, or they don't like the beginning, or whatever it is, they revise it. Same with writers of novels. You basically want to give it to beta readers, have them give you the feedback, and that way you'll make it a lot better.
Very good. Let me ask you though, when you talk to new writers, beginning writers who are just new to the craft, what do you find to be the most common mistake they tend to make right out of the gate?
A couple things. New writers often get confused about point of view. What I mean to say is, in every scene, you're seeing the action through someone's point of view. It might be God's point of view, everybody. It might be one person's point of view. It could be first person, it could be third person. I often find people combine points of view so that I'm talking to you and you're thinking about how Joe's moving his hands in a funny way, and also Joe is thinking about Don and how he's looking at him or something like that. So that doesn't work. You can't have different points of view within a scene. That's one thing I've seen a lot, is confusion of points of view.
Are there any writing books that you have found especially useful that you would recommend to a new writer?
There's a book called Story by Robert McKee, and he gives screenwriting courses, and he's really good. And I found his book useful for learning how to write fiction, as well as movies.
In what way? Explain that.
Well, he talks a lot about not having scenes be too on the nose, for example. Two people are talking. What often happens is you don't talk about the thing you're really thinking about, you talk around it. So good dialogue is talking around something and not necessarily being too on the nose. That's one thing he gets into and explains a lot about. He talks a lot about how the inciting incident in a book or a movie has to happen within 10 or 15 minutes in a movie. There has to be the major turning point that brings us into it. Same with a novel. You basically want to grab the reader with some turn, some twist, within the first several pages.
Joe, thank you very much.
Good to talk to you.